where to start when someone notices the scars on my legs, my arms, and the rare times I wear a swimsuit, my hips. But when I decide to let someone new into my life, they deserve to know what they are in for. So I have depression, anxiety, and I'm dealing with self-harm. I'm not even close to overcoming these issues. I like to hide my emotions. Since my recent stay at a behavioral health center, I have realized hiding is not good. It only makes things worse. The hospital also opened my eyes to how many teenagers and kids are out there, hurting, crying alone, like I have so many times. I do not always know how to do so, but I like to help people. I'm drawn to those with baggage, it seems. My compassionate heart wants to take on their pain, to allow them rest because I know how they feel. It seems a constant battle to keep my thoughts positive, a battle I know I will not always win. There must be others out there who feel the same way. It is encouraging and, for me, inspires motivation to keep fighting, knowing there are others who struggle. I'm not alone. But it's not always easy to say that. At times, even with my family and my friends, a phone call, or even a room away, I feel entirely alone. I remember a time staring at my Bible, laying on my nightstand, fresh razor blade, stolen from my job, in hand. Looking at my life, I do not seem a prime victim for depression. I have a lot going for me, yet most of the time, I feel all these blessings are wasted on one too selfish to appreciate them. I was, still am, in so much pain. I find myself constantly asking why. I hope that one of the reasons is to share and use my testimony to help others hurting like me. Everyone hurts. Pain is inevitable, unavoidable. But eventually, it will get better, right? I did not always feel that way either. The beginning of my sophomore year is a dark void, stretching for 6 months where I remember nothing. I was numb. I could not feel. But when I did, it was absolute worthlessness. I hated myself. I wanted to die. If my parents had not taken me to get help, I assumed the worst. But 2 psychologists and 100 milligrams of Zoloft later, I still didn't think that my problems were legit. I didn't have depression. This was just a funk. Something I should be able to shake on my own. I honestly thought that I was faking my moods somehow. I felt lazy, a failure. And then the urge to harm myself, which I thought I had abandoned back in 7th grade, returned. With the depression, I do not know why I hurt. The cutting pinpoints the hurt into something I can see, something I can identify. Yes, that is why I'm hurting. That is what is causing me pain, and I can fix it. I cannot fix the sucking pressure beneath my ribcage, strangling my insides till I can no longer breathe, can no longer think clearly. All I can think about is how badly I just want it to go away, and how deep I need to cut to accomplish that. Most people do not understand. I didn't until I started back up. The popularity in cutting is what appalled me about it in the first place. It has turned into a fad, a way to get attention, something to brag about. Kids make fun, jokes, mime slicing their wrists when they are unhappy, then laugh. They do not need to be ridiculed, they need to be accepted. Our generation cannot lose sight of acceptance, of compassion, for ours is the one that will need it the most. Same goes for depression. It's hard. It's the worst feeling in the world, and usually there is no reason for it. You have to be strong when your mind loses control, when the dam of emotions breaks. You have to be strong enough to tell yourself that life is not as bad as your messed up perception is making it seem. It's all in your head. It will go away. And cutting on yourself or committing suicide will not solve your problems. But it's not that easy. How can one understand this if they have not gone through it? Some think you want attention. Some think you should be able to get over it. I wish. My depression is genetic. My mother has it, but she never cut. So I have reason for one, but not for the other, and it drives me to the edge. I have wonderful, supportive family, friends, people who will listen to me, offer advice and sympathies. Everyone sees my life. They see me, intelligent, pretty, and they say I have it all. How can I be sad? It will pass. You just need to pull yourself out of it, they say. How that thought has tormented me. lying in bed at night thinking, I'm fine, I'm fine. Sitting in my car, rocking my body gently as I cry in the driver's seat, screaming, what is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? I hate myself, because in my eyes, I am never good enough. My standards are too high for health. I want every day to be the best day of my life. I want every love to give me a feeling of euphoria as I have never experienced before. I want to be happy, and when I'm not, I write myself off as a failure. The middle of my 7th grade year, somehow, I taught myself punishment for failure was to attack my body with knives and razor blades. Self-harm, depression, they're uncomfortable topics. In fact, pain in general seems to be avoided. But avoiding is hiding, and hiding, as I said, is not good. Pain builds until it becomes overwhelming. I would not talk about my pain, and when I could no longer cope, I took it out on my body. But in reality, that only made it worse. My thoughts are full of self-hate, and thoughts dictate feelings, actions. When bottled up, irrational thoughts, I'm fat, I'm stupid, I'm a whore, become real. If only I had admitted in the beginning that I needed help handling my emotions. Even as I type this, I feel as though I'm just whining. But there is a point I am praying to get across. No one's hurt should ever be overlooked. What hurts us seems all-encompassing inside our heads, but when shared with someone, it weakens. If the problem hurts, it is legit. It is important. It needs to be given a voice and let go.